Hello, my dear class 8 students. Welcome to chapter 8 Science, Cell, Structure and Functions part 1. So in this chapter, my dear students, we are going to study one very important unit of our life, that very tiny units which cannot be seen with our naked eye, but without which we cannot exist. So that tiny unit is nothing but cells. So cells, they are the basic functional, structural and biological unit of life. A cell is the smallest unit of life. Cells are often called the building blocks of life, and cells exhibits a variety of shapes and sizes. Cells are only visible under the microscope, and the number of cells in living organisms varies from organism to organism. So let us see the discovery of cells. So the cells were first observed in a cork by Robert Hooke in 1665. So Robert Hooke designed his own microscope, and he observed many things. So one day, out of his curiosity, he observed slices of cork. Cork is nothing but the bark of a tree. So when he observed cork under his microscope, he noticed partition boxes or compartments in the cork slice. I'm sure all of you have seen honeycomb. So if you have seen, in Latin word, cell is also known as little room. So honeycomb looks like a little room if you remember the shape of honeycomb. So Hooke coined the term cell for each box. So he was the man behind the discovery of cells. Shapes of cells. So my dear students, you can see here the different shapes of cells. Muscle cells are different, blood cells, nerve cells, sperm, skin. So they are of all different shapes. So cells are of different shapes and size. Some cells does not have a definite shape, while some cells have a definite shape. So you can see the example of blood cells are round, whereas muscle cells are spindle shaped, and the nerve cells are branched. So the shape of the cells are related to the function they perform. So that is what you need to keep in mind, my dear students. The shape of the cells are related to the function they perform. So it is not that they have got simply different shapes and sizes, but it speaks to us or tell us something about the functions they perform. Size of cells. Most of the cells are microscopic in size. So the size of cells in living organisms also varies. It may range from as small as micron to mm. So the size of cells in living organisms for bacteria is 0.1 to 0.5 micrometer, and the largest cell is ostrich egg, and that is 170 mm into 130 mm. So the size of the cells has no relation with the size of the body of organism. The size of cells in an elephant's body need not be as much bigger than those in rabbit. Over to the next. There are two types of organisms, unicellular and multicellular. Uni means single and multi means many. So we shall discuss first unicellular organisms. So unicellular organisms are those organisms which have a single cell, and that very single cell performs all the functions in the body that is required for the organisms to survive. So these unicellular organisms can be in regular shape as algae or irregular shape as in amoeba. And blood cells in human, white blood cells in human blood is also another example of this single cell which can change its shape. Then the single cell organisms, they are also called unicellular organisms. I have told you, the single cell of unicellular organisms performs all the functions. As I have told you, this single cell performs all the functions. A single cell organisms like amoeba captures, digests food, respires, excretes, grows and reproduces. So in the case of single or unicellular organisms, A single cell performs all these functions for digestion, for respiration, for excretion, for growth, and for reproduction. So all these functions are done by a single cell. Over to the next, multicellular organisms. So multicellular organisms are those organisms which which has got different number of cells, and this number of cells perform different cells perform different functions. So the organisms made of more than one cell are called multicellular organisms. And organisms with billions of cells begins life as a single cell, which is the fertilized egg. So the existing cell comes from the pre-existing cell. The fertilized egg cell multiplies and the number of cells increases. So the number of cells increases, that is why we have got billions of cells in a body. So examples of multicellular organisms are human beings and animals. The necessary functions in multicellular organisms are carried out by groups of specialized cells forming different tissues. So groups of specialized cells are known, which performs the same functions, they are known as tissues. So in the case of multicellular organisms, multicellular cells, the enzymes that digest food are produced by the cells of digestive glands. Blood transports oxygen and carbon dioxide. So that is how different cells performs different functions in the case of multicellular organisms. So dear students, this is all about part 1 of cell structure and functions. Thank you.